Hello friends, in this video tutorial, we are going to learn how to implement dynamically add or remove input fields in Laravel 5.8 by using jQuery, and insert into MySQL table using Ajax. After learning Ajax CRUD application in Laravel 5.8, now we have start one new topic in Laravel 5.8, because we have start new advanced level topic in Laravel 5.8. We have already discussed how to dynamically add or remove fields by using jQuery in PHP, but this things how can we implement in Laravel 5.0, so we have make this video tutorial. Now let's start discussing this topic. So, this is testing database. We have already make database connection. We will make one dynamic fields table in this database from Laravel 5.8 application. For this we want to create migration file. For this we have to go to command prompt and write this command. This command will make create dynamic field migration file, so we have go to database folder, and in that folder we want to open migration folder, and here we can file migration file. So, we have opened this file. Here we can see two method like up and down. Up method will create dynamic fields table. So here first we want to define table column. So, here we have write $table variable with string method, and under this we have write first name table column name. Same way for last name table column, here we have write $table variable with string method, and under this we have write last name. Now we have go to command prompt, and here we have write this command. This command will migrate table structure from Laravel application to testing MySQL database. After this we want to create dynamic field model, so we have go to command prompt, and write this command. It will make dynamic field model under app folder. Now we have go to app folder, and open dynamicfield.php model file. Under this file, we have write protect $fillable variable is equal to array, with table column like first name and last name. Here we will use this model for database operation. After this we want to create dynamic field controller file, so we have go to command prompt, and write this command. It will create dynamic field controller.php file, under app/http/controller folder. So, we have go to that folder and open dynamic field controller.php file. First here we have write, use statement with app folder with / dynamic field model class, so under this controller we can use dynamic field model for database operation. Same way for form data validation, here we have write use statement with validator namespace, so we can use validator class for validate form data. Now under this controller, we have create index method. This will be the root method of this class. Under this method, we have write return statement with view method. Under this we have write dynamic field. It will load dynamic field.blade.php file under browser. Now we have go to resources folder/views folder, and open dynamicfields.blade.php file. In this file we have already included jQuery library and Bootstrap library. Under this file, first we have create by write form tag with method is equal to post, and ID is equal to dynamic field. Under this form, first we have write span tag with attribute ID is equal to result. Under this tag we will display form validation error or form data success message. Now we have create one table, with 3 column like first name, last name, and action. After this, we have write open and close table body tag. Under this tag we will generate dynamic input fields, by using jQuery. Below this we have write, open and close table footer tag, and under this first we have write at the rate CSRF expression, it will for prevent attack cross-site request forgery. For submit form data, here we have write input type is equal to submit, name and ID is equal to save, and value is equal to also save. By click on this button, form data will be submitted. Now we have moved to write jQuery code, so here first we have defined count variable is equal to 1. Below this we have write one jQuery function, with name dynamic field with number variable as argument. This function will generate dynamic input field. Under this function, first we have write HTML variable is equal to open table row tag. Below this, we have again write HTML variable, and under this we have append HTML code like open and close table data tag. Between this tag, we have write input type is equal to text, and name is equal to first name with array. This is for add multiple value add in same field. After this, we have again write HTML variable, and under this we have append HTML code like open and close table data tag. Between this tag, we have write input type is equal to text, and name is equal to last name with array. This is for add multiple value add in same field. Now we have write if statement, and under condition we have write number variable value is greater than 1. If this condition true, then it will execute if block of code. Under this block, we have write HTML variable, and under we have append HTML code like open and close table data tag. And between this tag, we have write button type is equal to button, name and ID is equal to remove. By click on this button user can remove that table row. Below this, we have write dollar with table body tag with append method, and under this we have write HTML variable. This code will append HTML code under this table body tag. But suppose number variable value less than 1, then it will execute else block of code. Under this block we have write HTML variable, and under this variable we have append HTML code like open and close table data. Between this, we have write button type is equal to button, name and ID is equal to add. By click on this button, user can add new blank table row with input field. Below this we have write, $ with table body tag, with HTML method, and under this we have write HTML variable, it will change HTML code of table body tag. First we have called this function, so here we have write dynamic field function, and under argument we have write count variable, so when page load, then this function will called it will generate blank table row will text input field, and add button. When user click on add button, then dynamic input field must be generate. For this here we have write $ with button ID add with click event, so when user click on add button then this block of code will execute. Under this block, we have write count variable, and increment this variable value by 1. And after this we have called dynamic field function, and in argument we have write count variable, it will append blank table row with text input fields, and remove button under table body tag. Same way for remove table row, here we have write $ with document selector, with on method, and under this we have write click event, with button ID remove, so when user click on remove button, then this block of code will execute. Under this block, we have write count variable, and now we have decrement this variable value decrement by 1. For remove table row, here we have write $ this selector, with closest method, and under this we have write table row with remove method, it will remove table row. Now we have moved to submit form data, so here we have write $ with form ID dynamic form, with on method, and under this we have write submit event, so when form has been submit then this block of code will execute. Under this, we have write event.prevent default method, it will stop to submit form data to server. Below this we have, start write Ajax request, in this first we have write URL option, and here we have write expression, and between this we have write root method. Between this method, we have write dynamic field.insert, it will send Ajax request to insert method of dynamic field controller. In second option, we have write method, and here we have write post, so it will use post method for send data to server. In third option, we have write data option, here we can define which data we want send to server, so here we have write $ this with serialize method, it will convert form data into URL encoded string. In fourth option, we have write data type, and here we have write JSON, so it will receive data from server in JSON format. In fifth option, we have write before send callback function, this function has been called before send Ajax request. Under this we have write $ with submit button ID save, with attribute method, and in both argument we have write disabled, it will disabled submit button, before it send Ajax request. Lastly, we have write success callback function, this function has been called if request completed successfully, and it will receive data from server. Under this function, we have write if statement, and condition we have write data.error, if this condition, true then it will execute if block of code. Under this block, we have write error HTML variable is equal to blank value. Below this, we have write for loop, and under condition, we have write count variable value is equal to 0, count variable value less than value of data.error.length, and count variable value increment by 1. Under this loop, we have write error HTML variable, and under this variable we have append HTML code like data.error variable with count index. It will store error data under this error HTML variable. Now here we have write $with span tag ID result with HTML method, and under this we have write division tag with class is equal to alert and alert danger, and between this we have write error HTML variable. It will display form data validation error. But suppose above condition false, then it will execute else block of code, and here first we have called dynamic field function, and in argument we have write 1, it will remove all row, and create one new table row with blank input text field, and add button. After this, we have write $with span tag ID result, with HTML method, and under this method we have write division tag with class is equal to alert and alert success, and between we have write data.success, it will display success message. Lastly, for enable submit button, here we have write $with submit button ID save with attribute method, with 2 argument. In first argument we have write disabled, and in second argument we have write false. It will enable submit button for click. Now we have moved to dynamic field controller, and here we have create insert method, with request argument. It will receive Ajax request for insert multiple data. Under this method, first we have write if statement, and under condition we have write $request variable with Ajax method. If this method receive Ajax request, then it will execute if block of code. Under this block, first we want to validate form data, so here we have write $rules variable is equal to array. In first key we have write first name .star, with value required. In Laravel for validate data of same name of multiple input, then we have to use star with input field name. Same way in second key, we have write last name .star as key, and in value we have write required. It will validate multiple input field with name last name. Now here we have write $error variable is equal to validator class with make method. Under this first we have write $request variable with all method, and in second argument we have write $rules variable. This code will validate all form fields. If there is any error occur, which will store under $error variable. For check, any validation error has been generated or not, so here we have write if statement, and under condition we have write $error variable with fails. If there is any validation error has been generated, then it will execute if block of code. Under this block, we have write return statement, with response method with JSON method. This JSON method will transform, resource into an HTTP response in the form of JSON. Under this method, we have write array with key errors with value get from, $error variable with errors method with all method. Here it will fetch all validation error and store under errors key, which will be sent to Ajax Request. But suppose there is no any validation error found, then code will continue execute code, and here we have write $first name variable is equal to $request variable with first name. Same way, below this we have write $last name variable is equal to $request variable with last name variable. So here we have store form data under local variable. Now we have write for loop, and under condition we have write $count variable is equal to 0, $count variable value less than value of, count method with $first name variable, and $count variable value increment by 1. Under this loop, we have write $variable is equal to, array, with first key first name, and value get from, $first name variable with $count variable index. In second key, we have write last name, with value get from $last name variable, with $count variable index. So here we have store form data under $data variable in array format. Now we have write $insert data variable is equal to $data variable. So here we have store whole form data has been stored under $insert data variable. For insert multiple data, here we have write dynamic field modal class, with insert method, and under this we have write $insert data variable. This method will insert new record into the database. After inserting data into table, for send success response to Ajax request, here we have write return statement with response method. With JSON method, it will send response to Ajax request in JSON format. Now we want to set root for this dynamic field controller method, so we have go to root folder, and open web.php file. Under this, we have write root class with get method, and under this we have write dynamic field, and in second argument we have write dynamic field controller at the rate index. It will called index method for dynamic field controller. Below this, we have write root class with post method with 2 argument. In first argument we have write dynamic field / insert, and in second argument we have write dynamic field controller at the rate insert. Here it will called insert method of dynamic field controller, and lastly here we have add name method, and under this we have write dynamic field.insert. This is for Ajax method. Now we have check output in browser. Friends, here we have enter base URL of Laravel 5.8 application / dynamic field. Then on web page we can see table with blank table row with 2 input field, with add button, and save button. Now we have click on add button. After click on add button new blank row has been generate which we can see on web page. So here we have create some blank row. Now we want to remove blank row, so here we have click on that row remove button. After click on Remove button, that row has been removed from table, so this way we can remove dynamic generated input field. Now we want to check validation, so here we have click on Save button without entering data. After click on Save button, we have received validation error which we can see on web page. So here validation of multiple input field with same name has been working properly. So, here we have generate 3 blank row, and then after one by one we have fill all table row input text fields with data. Lastly, we have click on Save button. After click on Save button, we have received success message which we can see on web page. So, this way we can add or remove dynamic HTML input fields by using jQuery, and by using Ajax we have insert multiple input field with same name data has been inserted into MySQL table in Laravel 5.8. If you have any query or input regarding this video tutorial, please comment your query or input in comment box, or if you like this video tutorial please share with your friends, or even you can also share on social media also. If you want to get more update regarding our video tutorial, please subscribe our YouTube channel for get more update regarding release of future video. Lastly, keep watching our YouTube channel. Thanks for watching this video tutorial.